So after countless hours of research and work, you have finally come up with your niche, but you still have no idea what to post. This is where content pillars can help you never run out of an idea again. Hi everyone, and welcome back to 9th Street Media. In today's video, we are going to be talking about content pillars, what they are, and how to find them. If you don't know me, my name is Amelia, and I am on a journey to grow an online business. So in last week's video, we worked together to find our niche, and now it is time to really think of what kind of content we are going to post. But instead of just posting anything that comes to our brain, we are going to focus on creating 3 to 5 content pillars to help. So content pillars, also referred to as content buckets sometimes, are topics that you will consistently discuss, amplify, talk about on social media. You will come up with 3 to 5, but just know that these can change and grow along with you as your business grows and changes. So last week I narrowed down that my niche would be the lifestyle of a late 20s, early 30s woman. But that is still pretty broad, and we want to really focus on just a few topics within there to position yourself as an expert in those fields so people can trust you, and then you can kind of grow and branch out from there. The first step is to actually make sure you have your niche or a general idea of what your niche will be. Creating the content pillars will help you fully define your niche and also help you with your mission statement. So although it's not completely necessary that you have your niche, it is good to kind of like know what you're talking about. The next step is going to be to define those 3 to 5 topics, the content pillars that you are going to be discussing. So if I think of what I want to amplify, discuss, create content for in the lifestyle niche, it's probably fashion, beauty, going out, and also social media, growing your own brand. And for right now, I'm just going to stick to those 3. Again, these can change as my business changes or once I start receiving feedback from my audience about what they like and they want to see. So the next step is actually going to be brainstorming some ideas under each topic. All right, so we are just going to get started and get into actually creating the pillars. So simply, I am going to go to Google Drive and then open up a document. I personally prefer Google Sheets, but if you wanted to do it in like a Word document or whatever, kind of whatever works, I would recommend doing it digitally so you can change it and it won't get lost. So as you can see, I wrote kind of my 3 pillars up here. I combined fashion and beauty just because some of the ideas I have kind of just all go together. And then going out and social media. Again, this can change as my life changes or as I have new ideas. So next, I'm just going to really think about, okay, what in fashion and beauty do I want to post about? Because again, even though it's more narrow than just the lifestyle, fashion is still a very broad topic. I'm going to be talking about men's fashion, teen fashion, kids fashion, how to style your body type. Is it going to be just educational content? So for me, I just want to do like get ready with me's, style, inspo. I'm gonna put makeup reviews here because I might do that. I'm not entirely sure, but this draft right here, it should just be kind of any idea that comes to your head, just write it down. And then, once you kind of sit with it for a little bit, you can review it and be like, is that really something I want? Or even if you don't post about it, today, 2 months from now, even a year, you can still have it on here and be like, okay, now I think I'm ready to like sprinkle in this other type. So for going out, I imagine like, please don't mind my spelling. If I spell this wrong, this can be embarrassing. Getting dessert, getting drink, travel vlogs, and yeah, I think that's, or like things to do around Philly. This one, I would say, kind of summarizes like the restaurant dessert drinks, because like, oh, like go here, do this, do that, whatever. And then as far as social media goes, days in the life working in social media, and then I'll just say like the confidence like to post or whatever. So I think this is a good list for now. All right, but let's say you're not even sure what you actually want to post. You know, you have this niche, you have some ideas, but you're struggling to find what content, what tangible content you can actually post. Here's some ideas to kind of like jumpstart the creativity. So the first one will be to look at your own analytics. This is really only going to matter if you've already started posting some stuff and you kind of have something to go off of. But you'll want to look at your analytics, you know, what are people liking the most? Where are you gaining followers from? What are people saving or sharing? What has the most comments? What gets people talking? Those will be the ideas that you kind of want to run with. Now, if you don't have any analytics to work from, that is totally fine. I am also pretty much, you know, starting from scratch. So you can look at just news and trends within your industry. One way to do this is to use Google Trends, which I discussed in last week's video. Another way is to actually utilize Pinterest. I think a lot of us forget that Pinterest is more than just like, oh, I just need some inspiration for, you know, what to cook for dinner tonight, but it is actually a very powerful search engine and trend predictor. Last year, 80% of the trends that Pinterest predicted actually turned out to be true, which is crazy. That's an insanely high number for some predictions. Let's go to Pinterest now. So in the search bar up here, it's kind of going to work like Google. If you've used Pinterest before, you know it's where you would go and just like look for inspiration. But for this purpose, we are going to use it to look at what is being searched in our niche, in our pillar. So I'm going to go very broad right now, and I'm just going to type in fashion. And you can already see what is coming up. So fashion outfits, dresses, design sketches, inspo outfits. I would say fashion outfits is actually close. So up here, you can see that these are kind of all the trending topics or things they might think you want to search. So no surprise, 2000s and 90s is at the top. And then same hairstyles for you. We have baddie because Pinterest thinks I'm a baddie. Airport fashion, first of all, never wear this white dress to the airport. Beachy, chic. But then we can also get into the actual photos here. So this can either serve as an actual post idea. So this says like 51 dazzling date night outfits 2022 to wear right now. So this might give me the inspiration that, oh, I should, you know, create a video or whatever content around date night outfits. But I could also look at this and look at the photos and see what styles are trending right now. I mean, these oversized blouses tucked into things, and also distressed jeans with heels is a big thing, and I'm definitely like a fan of kind of mixing casual with fancy, so I'm really about this right now. Fashion trends summer could be another idea. Let's type in like social media and see what comes up. Design, post, icons, marketing. So also in here are people who are ranking for the keyword social media, because that's what this is at the end of the day, right? Everything is pretty much like keyword and SEO based. So these few people, and this just looks like an agency, are ranking for this keyword. So I can look at their profiles and see what they're posting about, see what they're pinning, their top pins are, to also gain inspiration. This also really helps if you haven't been posting any of your own content. So you know how I said to look at your own analytics? Well, you might not be able to do that. And though you won't be able to see the back end of these creators, you can go into their comments and see what people are asking about and almost like be able to fill that gap. This is a great tip across kind of any social media platform. And then you can also see, you know, the top liked posts, you know, obviously not copy, but just try to recreate or think like, what else do I have to add? Like, what other value can I add to this? All right, so now that we've gathered some inspiration, I want to go over how to frame all this inspiration and just create more of a framework around these content pillars and your topics. So let's go. There are 3 types of pillars. And again, these will just help you kind of fully flush out your ideas when you kind of understand them from the almost like sales funnel view. So the first is the guide. And this provides an authoritative high-level overview of the topic. Next is the what is pillar, and this really dives deep into the topic and covers a lot of stuff. And third is the how to, and this presents actionable steps to your user. So if we were going to kind of like work on an example, let's take the topic of content pillar, since that is what we are talking about. Very simply, the how to would be what I just went over, those steps to actually create content pillars and then maybe create some content from there. And this is kind of where you might convert to sales or whatever metric you are looking for. The what is will basically be kind of what this video is, you know, a fully in-depth researched video in this instance of what content pillars are. At the beginning, I kind of explained their usefulness. I gave you the definition, what they're to be used for. I told you the steps it took. I gave examples and we worked through some. And, you know, then I'm going to eventually summarize all of this. And that is the what is. And the how to basically does go over everything in the what is, but instead of all the steps, I might only give a few or just try to group some together. I might just give the definition and its importance, but not really tell you how to work them. And it's just so someone can say, oh, what's a content pillar? Research it really fast and be like, okay, and just have a general knowledge, but not necessarily need to, you know, like write a paper on it or know how to actually do it. So to summarize, content pillars will be super fundamental in helping you create consistent, high quality content. Do not be like me for the past 3 years on my other YouTube channel where I just got in the mindset of, I need to post something, what idea is coming to my head, let's throw it together, edit it, and put it up there because I said I was going to post on Wednesday, so I need to post. But as far as building an audience, it's not going to work, which was very clear from the past 3 years. So if I had built out these content pillars earlier, I would have been able to focus my content, and in conjunction with then creating a content calendar a month, maybe even 2 months out, allows you to get the high quality content that you need so that it not only looks good on social media, but you're truly adding value to the user's life. You know, yes, it's pretty pictures and cool transitions and all of that, but I would even go so far as to say that you don't necessarily have to shoot in 4K or have like the crystalliest crisp sound that makes it sound like you are in the room with the person if you are truly adding value to someone's life. Now that value could be educational, it could be entertainment based, you know, there's different ways to add value, but again, creating the content pillars, going back to them, constantly checking in on the analytics and all that will just help you create the content and build the audience, which at the end of the day is what everyone wants, right? It is why we are here, to build an audience and to help people in whatever way that is in your own niche. So as I stated in the beginning, this content pillar document that I just created here today, I'm gonna say is my rough draft. There are definitely great ideas here that I can go run with, but I'm not going to say that this is set in stone and it can never change. Your content pillars should change as one, you learn more about what your audience wants, maybe trends and the world is going in a different direction, so you want to shift and stay malleable so you can stay relevant. But also, you know, your personal life might change and new things might come up and you want to take a different avenue. So I hope you found this video helpful. Next week we will be talking about actually creating your content calendar and what goes into that. I'll be sharing my own content calendar, kind of what I like to do. Thank you all so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more videos that will help you grow your business. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next one.